Welcome to the Dogon podcast. I'm excited to be here today.
Me as well.
Like
I think
every
the
day.
camera's a little fucked up. Hold on.
Yeah. What's going on with it? That little bit?
Yes.
That little bit. I love it.
Let's
I love
get it going.
Hey, the attention to detail, the psycho focus, I think is one of the most important things.
I'm looking at that exact frame every single day, so
Right?
I know how it should be.
He knows how it should go. That's how I used to be. When I was setting up my podcast, right, I would have somebody as a guest on the personality movement. They'd be like, "Oh, no, it looks fine to me," and I'd want to be like, "It's not though." Like I know, like I've done this every day.
I can tell.
It used to just be me when I had that podcast, dude. It was like I literally recorded for a while. It was like I was the only one in them. And then I had a guest for a while and a business partner, and he did some of the editing and stuff, but like it would take like so long to get
forever.
to get episodes out and stuff. And yeah, sometimes they'd be really nice, and there'd be like cutouts of other videos in there and stuff. But it was like, bro, we gotta move these out. We just we're trying to communicate some basic stuff. But I mean, your editing is quick, and now it's like getting more and more dialed in and more polished. I'm loving it.
I've always been so focused on, like, unintentionally focused on details. Like, I don't know, that's just kind of how my brain works.
Yeah, and but you also still simultaneously hold like done is better than perfect.
Yeah.
Like you seem to have
I'll just go through it one time and be like, yep, I did it.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, you don't need to stress or go crazy about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
The last 2 episodes, I did see some big mistakes. So no, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking. They're gold.
I hope not.
It's weird to listen and watch your own podcast episodes.
It is weird, and I don't know, with the cuts, it makes it seem more professional. I feel like more concise and not boring.
Have we run those through the Clip Master yet, or no?
I have not, but I am excited to try it.
Yeah, we got to get those in. How many episodes do we have to clip up?
Not that many. Just I think just the one when I started cutting all the dead space out.
So that's like 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not that many.
Yeah, not that many. But yeah, comparatively,
you can do them all at the same time.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's definitely a big help. Because as we put those into the Clip Master, I mean then it's going to be even better.
Right.
It's going to be even better. But yeah, today we got a lot of excitement. We got a lot of momentum right now, and I think that's good to try to capture that and try to get that on film. And so I don't really want to bog us down with a title or a topic today. I just kind of wanted to just talk about what I'm excited about. And I did see in one of our episodes the camera was like moving a little bit. It looked like we had somebody filming. I
didn't know why it was doing that, but I think the wire was wrapped around light behind the camera or something.
Yeah, it was moving. But yeah, it was just funny. I did see that, and it didn't look like a normal shake.
Yeah,
it
was just like,
and maybe that's like the motion thing with GoPro too. Like slowing it down.
I think it was trying to, like, I don't know.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, get rid of the shake, but it didn't.
That's funny. But yeah, so I got a notification from our supplier that, we have our packs en route on a truck now. They are on their way here, and it is exciting. And he's getting me all the details. They may use 100% recycled plastic already for our product.
That is pretty cool.
Isn't that exciting? He was like, wait a minute, what let me check the density, let me check this, let me check. And he's like, yeah, well, we definitely use it for the input. Like there's 2 separate pieces, or there's 3 separate pieces, the top, the bottom, and then there's this inlay on the inside of it that actually holds the supplements or pills. And he thinks that the inlay is already 100% recycled plastic because they go through a process to make it where it's food safe.
Yeah.
And so he knows that one is. So it's like we may already have a pack that is 100% made with recycled plastic.
Now that would be awesome.
I know. And that's one of our goals. It's one of the things we're shooting for, because one of the big things about vitamin bottles is they take forever to break down.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big old hunk of plastic.
Yep. And it creates some other issues as well because, it's a container that can actually cause things to get trapped within it.
Yeah.
So there's some negative issues there when it comes to the bottle. Just like, you think about all the water bottles out there, and one of my main goals is to get rid of those water bottles.
Yeah, there's definitely a ton.
Yeah. And then transition everyone to our hydrogen water bottles.
Right. And I hate that we use so much plastic bottles, but I mean, someone needs to fix that little solution with a little hydrogen water bottle. I mean, there's a few out there, but we can always make it better.
Oh yeah, yeah, we definitely are. I mean, and then I want to get into like a very simple. Imagine if you could just have a 10-stage reverse osmosis filter that you could just be like, and hook up and it's done.
Yeah, I mean, I've never tried to hook up one of those, but I've heard that it's not really the coolest process or easiest.
Yeah, I mean, it's not it's not difficult, but you have to.
But it's like a lot of steps.
Yeah, you gotta shut off the main water. You gotta disconnect the main cold water. Then you gotta add it into the system. Then you gotta put together the whole system and make sure you have all your. It's like PEX tubes where it's basically you push it in and it like locks in. But it's still like a process that you have to make sure everything's hooked up, the flow is correct. You got all your filters set up, all your filters in your main, and then your remineralization crystals and rocks. You got to make sure that you have those set up right so it's going through there. And then if you get one with the black light, or with the ultraviolet light, to kill any last minute bacteria or anything like that, it's just a lot that you have to get set up.
Yeah.
It's a lot of steps you have to go through. So I want to make it to where it's like this simple thing that you put underneath your counter and you just run a single water line up to this one thing, and then it has this other water dispenser, and that's it.
Yeah.
And make it to where it's done and easy, and it's the easiest doggone water filter you'll ever put in, and
that would be awesome. I mean, I want one of those, but
yeah, I mean, I'm getting us one of the. It says on there literally. I didn't read this. The last time I put one in, I was like, man, that was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, and it was like must be installed by licensed plumber, and I was like, oh, no wonder it was a little difficult. But yeah, so that's just a peek down the road. I mean, we want to do so much stuff when it comes to different products.
Yeah, I mean, there's at least how many? I mean,
I literally have a list of over 50 already.
At least 50 of them.
I mean, I kind of stopped listing all the different supplement packs, and I just list that as one. I'm not even looking at our brain pack, well pack, all that stuff. Anti-aging pack. I don't know what we're gonna call that.
That would be cool.
Young path, youth pack. I don't know. We'll call it something. But yeah, so I don't even list those as separate products anymore. I'm just kind of listing those as, the same, just the Dogon Go Pack.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to give different options within that. But I don't know. I'm overly excited because when these packs get here, I feel bad for everybody walking around the streets of Texas.
Yeah.
I'm going to be out there like that guy. Have you ever seen that guy who sells like that pink cleaner, and he walks up to people's house and he's like, hey, I just want to make sure that you're getting the best possible clean. You can just put your shoe out right now, and I'm going to go ahead and spray around here. See, my mom always said if you wipe twice, it's better than 3 times, only if you're going to wipe 4. And it's like, what? Like, the stuff he says, you're like, hold on a minute.
I have not.
Dude, he's so good. He's so good. He's like, and you can buy this right here, right now, and it ain't going to be a ripoff. It's not going to be like giving a church and you don't know where the money's going. You're going to be getting a result for what you're giving. And it's like, the guy talks so quick. And so like, he's so awesome. We got to try to get a link. He's like the world's best salesman, but he sells this little pink spray cleaner, and that's how I'm going to be with Dogon Go Packs. I'm going to go out and just hawk people. I'm going to be like, hey, here's the Dogon Go Pack. This is how it works. This is what it's going to do for you. We're going to film that. We're going to put it out so people can see that, but I am excited.
Yeah, it's going to be cool to be out in the world and selling the product. Yes. I mean, it's just cool to see someone else with your product in their hand, what I mean?
Yes. I can't wait to remove PRE from the website.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
It's no longer a pre-sale. It's
no pre-sale, no pre-order. You'll just be able to order it and get it. And that's going to be exciting. And then we'll be able to pop them out. We'll be able to send 1,000 out to Amazon. We'll be able to send 1,000 out to Walmart, and we'll have our drop shipping set up. You'll be able to get it Amazon Prime. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's pretty exciting.
Do you remember when we were saying, hey, like the first week of July, we're going to have to be signing up for MCF and all that?
I do.
It's July 1st.
It is July now.
So we have to get that going.
Right.
Because I don't know. I think there's a waiting period for verification, like 15 days. So I think we got to get
we'll have to get that quick.
That MCF going right away, just so that we're ready, because I want to be able to pack up 1,000 of them and send them out to Amazon. You know, we have our barcode, so they should be able to just go with our pack bag with that in there. They should just be able to pull and pick those, scan that barcode, and boom.
Right.
Because we got the right UPC for them to be able to do that. So I'll be curious to see how all that works out. I know that there's some paperwork and stuff that we got to send in with Amazon, different stuff, and we got to send in that testing result from the factory and from the secondary, and all that will be easy. I got all the business paperwork lined up and set up for that, just so we're ready. We are going to be switching our business bank and accounting. I always like doing Square, because Square normally has just like a really good setup overall for keeping track of your finances and paying your sales tax and payroll, and just
it keeps it all in one spot.
Yeah, it's nice, but man, their service and overall quality of system has just tanked.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that trying to get customer service to do what you want them to do is not easy.
No, dude, it's impossible to get to customer service. They're non-existent.
Yeah, the non-existent customer service I'm speaking of.
Like right now, we got a bunch of our, what do you call it, like our monthly subscriptions for like our website, for our email, for some of our advertisements, some of our tools, and all those subscriptions are bouncing off right now because they somehow have like a 10-day hold on our account because of a transfer coming in from our website for sales. That can't be like that.
I know it's
a business debit card, so I can use it.
I need to be able to have it at all times usually.
Yeah, and it's like I can use a personal debit card or credit card, but that's not good, and my accountant is going to like literally punch me in the face if I do that. So it's like I have to be able to use my business debit card. So it's like I don't know. And then when I called in, and they're like, we don't have anybody on the weekends. And I'm like, that's not acceptable. I don't even think that's legally allowed according to like FDIC. You know, like if you want to be included in that insurance from the federal government, I think there's like certain things you have to do. And one of them is like making legal fund withdrawals available at all times. If you're speaking to the account holder or issuer of a deposit, like they have to take a deposit if you know, like there's so many different rules that you have to adhere to in order to be considered like because there's two different types. There's like a bank and then there's like a banking technology institution. Is like a new thing that they have, and that's where you have like all these Cash App and all these different cards. I think Cash App's an actual bank now, though.
Are they?
Yeah, just like One Mobile Banking for Walmart, they're like becoming an actual bank. You know, so they're not just like a online bank technology company that works with, most of them work with like Sutton Bank or the Bank of Ireland. You know, they'll work with these, you know, larger major banks, and they are just basically like a card processing system for those banks.
Right.
And they just allow them to say and use like Cash App and all these different things instead of, you know, being like, I think Venmo uses like Wells Fargo or Chase or something like that.
Yeah, I know that Cash App is Sutton Bank.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There's Sutton. Well, and it's also like, it is, what's his name? It's like, there's this guy that every time, you know, if you notice, or, you know, if you send money to your Cash App, it's an actual guy that it'll be like Cash App, and then it'll have like this guy's name. And I just don't know who that guy is. I'll bring it up next time.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's kind of funny. Are we getting a little feedback? You know, because it was like, yeah. I don't know what that was, but hopefully it wasn't in the whole episode. But yeah, but I just started hearing it. So I think maybe it was just something that, you know, sometimes you get a little bit of dust or something in there and it starts to pick it up. But
hopefully I don't hear it anymore. So yeah, I think it's better.
That's all that matters. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of excited, but also it's like this time that we've been talking about, this early couple weeks of July, getting, you know, the month before our official launch date. You know, we've planned for this and we've like set up what we need to do for this time, but it's like crazy that we're here.
Right. I mean, it is wild that we've actually done all of these things, and it's now almost a full product that we have multiple thousand of.
Yeah. I know. It's like, yeah, I mean, we're going to have 3,000 units ready to go right away. That'll be like easy done. And then we'll have even more coming after, I mean, like within weeks after that. I don't know. It's just, it is overly exciting.
We got to send out all our pre-sales that we have so far, which is cool.
Yep. That'll be pretty easy. T-shirt guy got back to me, so we're good to go on there. As soon as we get everybody's sizes, we can just place that final order and it'll be rocking. But I don't know. This is wild. It's so much to the point where like I got the well pack set up now with everything we'll need to put that on the website, everything we'll need to get that in the store, the color, the all pack. That. Yeah, and it's just because it's like I'm seeing how little time I have right now, and we're not even fully going yet, and it's like, holy shit, how am I going to be able to do any of this shit when we're taking, you know, like, I don't know. And we have some new online marketing coming, some AI derived and pointed marketing that really responds quickly to, you know, to various trends or reaction within your ads. And that stuff is going to be powerful.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was talking to some people who've used it, and I mean, they're talking like 5,000-6,000 sales
on
a single month from their ad campaigns.
That is incredible.
Yeah, with AI responsive tweaking and dialing in, and
it is interesting.
Yeah, so I'm excited, but like, okay, we gotta hit the ground running for it. Because one of the things, you know, the basic framework that we are following is 12 months to $1 million, and right now we're in the critical point of getting 1,000 people on a particular social media platform that are interested in our product and that are interested in, you know, what we're doing as a company.
Right.
And that's what we have to do over the next 30 days. But so we're in that critical period. But after that period, he makes it very clear that if you run out of product, you're out of business. And that's a scary thing when you're doing the math, like 25 sales a day, how many, you're like, oh my gosh, if we do what we think we're going to do, we're already out. Like we need to order another 100,000, 300,000. I mean, we need to order a lot more.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts.
Yeah. And one of the ways we'll pivot once we get to 25 sales per day with our first product, one of the ways we'll pivot some of those sales will be a second product.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you put out a second product, then your first product will jump to 30, 40, 50 sales a day.
Right.
So you have to be able to manage multiple sets of inventory and multiple products all at once. So I'm trying to get ready for that, basically.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. I would say it's a little scary, but it's more exciting than fear.
It's very exciting. I mean, I know we can definitely handle it.
Yeah, because we've had some pretty big things come up and some pretty difficult situations arise. It's really been nothing because we're so focused on where we're going and what the goal is that it's almost like you have blinders on and you don't see how big of a problem or concern or rough of a spot you're putting yourself in until it doesn't matter. And then you're even like in the middle of it and you realize like, oh, this is actually going to be a little bit harder than I thought for the next few days. You're like, oh, well, it doesn't really matter. You kind of forget about it as you're thinking about it because you're focused back on once I get these packs in, I got to do X, Y, Z, we just came up with the whole loading process and trying to get staff together to help load these so we can get these out to Amazon for MCF. I mean, because that's going to be one of the biggest things.
We can drive sales through Amazon, which is going to be a lot better.
Oh, yeah. And because Amazon will drive sales for you as well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's just where we're at. That's kind of how things are going. We're just, kind of pushing through. It is wild.
And another thing to touch on the Amazon, you can buy through the website and it'll still ship through Amazon with your Prime subscription or whatever.
Yeah. I think, you'll be able to do that with your, with your Prime subscription. You'll be able to click on buy from Amazon. But you'll also, if you just buy it from our website, just from dogonpacks.com, you won't know that it's from Amazon until you get it, and it'll have like an Amazon bag, because MCF, multi-channel fulfillment, is made to fulfill products from your private website and from Amazon, and to give you that the brand strength and recognition of having that fulfillment come from your company.
Right.
So so it won't be like they'll be able to order and they'll just think that we're shipping it out to them and it's Amazon shipping it to them.
That is pretty cool.
And you can change it with Amazon whether or not it comes in like an Amazon envelope, but I don't really care.
It does not matter.
That's the cheapest. So it's like, might as well just do that. And there's a lot of other stuff with when you're doing MCF or multi-channel fulfillment through Amazon or with Walmart. Walmart's really stepping up their game when it comes to fulfillment services, and they actually have in a lot of places more same-day delivery, just because they're Walmart.
Yeah, everybody likes same-day delivery. They have a bunch of money, so they can do it.
And with Walmart too, like their rental for warehouse space is a little bit cheaper, but Amazon has some deals with like when you have more space or if your product's performing, the cost associated, because you have to pay for your stuff to sit in their warehouse.
Right.
You have to you're renting like a little space.
It's an area.
Yeah, and you have to do that at multiple different warehouses around the country at their main fulfillment centers so that you have that product availability for Prime or you can ship it out quickly. And so there is some cost associated with that. And then there's a pick and pull fee every time they pick that product. There's a certain cost or percentage of that value of that product that gets taken from Amazon, taken from you by Amazon. And it's like, $3 to $8, $3 to $15, depending on the weight of your product, size of it. There's a lot of different factors.
Right.
But yeah, so we're just getting through all that. And we are ready for it. We understand what's coming, what's going to happen. But yeah, we're just getting into that process now. So it's going to be
interesting.
Yes, just another step down the path. And but yeah, for me, I'm just excited as we start to really step up and get ready for this launch day that's coming. I can only imagine what it's going to be like once we're at 25 sales a day.
Right. I mean, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. But we're already at over 100 Dogon Go Pack sales. That's what I'm saying to myself. That's my affirmation. So we'll see you next time, guys.
See you later.
Among